Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a Renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I'm a men in them. Enemies, I'm the enema. I'ma on them, just like my keys, drop my on the dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not into you. My Siamese brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to him. These diamond bees all.
From the home of the 2021 AFC champs, there's a look inside newly named Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Carolina Panthers and the Cincinnati Bengals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fields it right around the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. From the 27, Herbert. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To the air again, Herbert. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Buying time to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. Now the second-year man from Louisiana, here's Elijah Mitchell. And some space here. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. I wonder how that's going to carry over with the rest of the game.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Hines. And finds some open field here. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A run here from J.D. McKissick. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. The coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. They snap it to Herbert. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. He'll get it inside the 20 and all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Bengals with 2 extra DBs. A nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Again, Herbert. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 40. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every week, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CB, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Play action. It's Herbert. Rolling to his left. This one caught by Kittle. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 25 yards that time. They run with Hines. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Herbert. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Nyheim Hines, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have cut it back within a score. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Bengals at 7-1 now on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. Look at the big man rumble. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to get more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Are we both? I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're acting panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
From the 39, Herbert. This is Smith with a grab. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line. Herbert back to the air. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Gabriel Davis with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So that if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll drop to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A little bit of flip the script. Quarter 1, they struggled. Quarter 2 here, they put things together. And I guess sometimes, Charles, you just come out and you have to get your feet underneath you in a ball game, right?
That's exactly right, because every now and then, you don't come out of the gate as fast or as strong as you want to. Sometimes you have to ramp up into it or take a few hits along the way and figure it out. And that's what they've done so far. Slow start, but now they're starting to put it together.
On second down and 4, Herbert. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On first down, it's Herbert. Uncorks one for Davis. And this is taken in at the 5. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Here's Hines. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Nyheim Hines with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5. Got this complete to Racey McMath. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on it, and they pick up a first down.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Now another timeout called for by the offense, so that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll look to throw again. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Gano's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And they'll accept that penalty. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive in the 2nd half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, Now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. Good move at the 30. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. First down, here's Mitchell. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point try good by Godot, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Godot now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. They run over center with Mitchell. 87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Running left, here's Mitchell. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Steps away. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he'll be out right at the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Hines. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now it's Herbert. He's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On first down, Justin Herbert. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Goes right back to Smith again. Touchdown! Devontae Smith, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. From the 6. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 106 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Smith catches left side. He's got room at the 30. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. They go play action here on first down. Seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring bring up second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On second down, here's Mitchell. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the point, hope that you want to risk coming over nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
The touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Here's Herbert. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Herbert off the bootleg. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. Three yards remain for second down. To the air again, Herbert. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Right back to Mitchell here. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Play action, they'll throw. He's got a man, it's his fullback. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I will take your role, partner, but up in the fourth quarter and going for it on fourth down and picking it up. How about that?
A big chance. That's why football is not for the faint of heart. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Right back to Mitchell on second down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. We all just got a heck of a show, Carter. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done. A narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome is in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting, but in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for Cincinnati, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can nest double E, 'cause I need your eyes on me. Once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it 'cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped and no, I'm not.